And welcome back to the Over 40s Fitness Podcast. My name's Tristan Lowe, and here we are now, first week in April 2025. And the subject of today's short discussion is home or body improvements. And for those of you watching on YouTube, there's my little question, my little quandary there. Home or body improvements? Well, I would say both, somewhere in the middle. The home, what we live in, our house that we make a home with furnishings, with people, with upgrades, and our bodies, something that we will always be in from the day we're born to the day we die. Whatever planet you're from, whatever continent you're from, country you're from, whatever religion, race, short, tall, fat, thin, rich, poor, black, white. Doesn't matter. You're always going to be inside your own body. And there are people that would profess to have outer body experiences. I've never had one, but I can't say it doesn't exist. However, inner body experience is physiology and not ideology. You'll always have the most important home or house or cottage, flat, apartment, palace, semi-detached, terrace house, masonette, whatever you want to call it, kingdom, is your body. Okay, but for the sake of discussion, home or body improvements. And the reason why I thought of this subject today is because I've been doing some home improvements myself. I've had a room skimmed and plastered, one of the walls. I've had a ceiling mended in an upstairs bathroom, and I've done some painting myself. I don't do the plastering because I think my hand won't be steady enough and I'll make a mess of it. But I can do the painting, and of course if you get the painting wrong in your home, you can always just touch it up or whatever. But I've been doing some home improvements, so I thought, okay, today I had 3 or 4 hours away from personal training in my centre, so I thought I'll do both today. Don't do one or the other. I had time. I made time to do both. I put another lick of paint on a wall in a bathroom, taped it off, used all the masking tape, and even though I've got colour blindness, it actually looks a lot better now. Okay, so that was a little bit of home improvement. And again, if you came around and checked it out, you may think otherwise, but there you go. And of course, before that, I did the most important wall in my house, in my home, and that's my body. I went weight training. I went and did my lunges and my chest crossovers, a pressing muscle in the quadriceps, pulling muscle in the pectorals. I did some calf stretches and some hamstring crunches, but essentially, hamstring curls, essentially, I worked on my body, my physiology first, my body, and then worked on my home. Each one had about an hour of time dedicated to it, maybe just under. So if you're thinking to yourself, here we are now, April, the clocks have gone forward, you've got longer evenings after work, and you've trained in the morning, you can always spend your time, half an hour to an hour at night, improving your home. And the first thing you do is you declutter. Get rid of rubbish out of your home. Now, what's rubbish is a matter of opinion, but what's a fact is if you've got broken equipment, broken gadgets, if you've got torn and shredded up and ripped clothing, get rid of it. It's not yours. Burn it, throw it, give it away, charity shop it, eBay it, whatever you want to call it. Declutter first. In the same way you declutter your body, when you're going to actually go on a weight loss or a body fat reduction nutrition plan, you get rid of rubbish first, okay? Declutter your home, declutter your body, okay? I'd say declutter your body first. There's no point having shiny taps if your water's rotten. And that's a phrase that I made up. I didn't read it or hear it. I actually made that up about 12, 13 years ago. Remember, in your home, you may have a brand new bathroom, cost you 10, 15 grand, expensive bath, shower, sink, toilet, basin, tiles. But if you've got shiny taps and your water inside is rotten, you're not kidding anyone, least of all yourself. All right, now let's look at our home as our body. The roof would be the head, that part that protects us, the skull. Okay. The walls would be our skin. Without our skin, we'd be dead. Without the walls in our house, it would collapse. All right. The foundations and the pinning would be our skeletal frame. Yeah, and the interior are muscles, ligaments, tendons, organs, heart, lung, brains, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, whatever you'll call it. That'll be the trimmings inside. That's the furniture, the TV, the cooker, the microwave, the washing machine, the dishwasher, if you're lazy, the dishwasher. Okay, so look at your body as the best home money can buy, or money can't buy, depending on how you look at it. Yep. The next time you go to your local department shop and buy a new sofa or buy a new chair or a new flat screen TV or you paint or decorate your house. Excellent, that's a really good thing to do. You know, they always say curb appeal, the front of your house is really important. So you pressure wash your driveway, you paint your front door, you know, you have your windows cleaned or you clean them yourself. Okay, that's the front, that's the interior or the facade of your house. But it's no point doing all that at the front of your house if the back is broken up and dirty and you aren't taking care of it. And that's the same with our bodies. Yeah, you know, if there's no point if you're a bloke having your hair cut nice and neat and short. I pay £9-10 every 4 weeks for my haircut. It's cheap and cheerful. Okay, no point these men who go to barbers, or actually, believe it or not, some men go to hairdressers and spend a lot of money having their hair done. Yeah, but they don't do the push-ups, they don't do the squats, they don't swim, they don't walk, they don't do the sit-ups, they don't eat healthy, they won't eat vegetables or certain fruits, but they'll go and spend, you know, £30-40 on having a flamboyant hairstyle, or their eyebrows done, believe it or not, or silly facial hair arrangements. Silly's a matter of opinion, but an exotic facial hair arrangement. In the same way, women, you know, they'll go and buy cushions, they'll go and buy, on the reverse, they'll go and buy fluffy cushions, and they'll go and buy nice candles for the house, which makes your house smell nice. I like all that stuff, it's cool. And they'll go and, you know, buy new utensils, cooking utensils, when you don't actually need them. No one needs 35 forks or 26 spoons or another air fryer or another microwave or another blender. You need one. But women will go and do that. Some men, but we're talking women in the kitchen now, but they won't look after their health. They'll be overweight and lazy and carry too much body fat and blame someone else. Yeah, there's always the guy who's got a brand new a shed in his house, or he's got expensive garden furniture, you know, really flash stuff, that stuff that you see on television. You think, oh, I'd like some of that. But that same guy though doesn't exercise. He's overweight and out of shape. He's got poor cardiovascular health. So he looks after his garden, he'll mow his lawn and get those lines nice and straight. And I understand that and I appreciate that. I like things nice and straight and clean. However, if you are mowing your lawn and keeping your garden nice and growing your roses and all your flowers and your trees and pruning and looking after it, it is equally, if not more important, John, Dave, Mike, Steve, wherever you are, up and down the country, for you to actually take care of the most important garden, and that's that. Yeah. No point being covered in weeds in your body, but you've got nice fancy flowers in your garden. That's a false economy, and you're not kidding anyone. All right, so home or body improvements, it's hard to actually, it's hard to quantify. If we could do a survey, you know, polygraph test, gun to your head, what people would rather spend their hard-earned money on, looking after their body or looking after their home. I would actually think, you know, if that test was done, and people took a sort of survey, I think actually some people would rather spend money on fluffy cushions, you know, and new appliances for the kitchen, and another sofa, or more blinds or more curtains than look after their home. And I'll tell you why people do that. One, because it takes less effort for someone to paint your house. It takes less effort, to buy a new microwave. It takes more effort to get out of bed, drink your coffee, have your cold shower, and go and do your workout. Or even do that at night if you're that way, if you work during the day. So look, do both. Do both. Look after your home, look after your body. But don't put the former, your home, in place of looking after your health. Remember, there is no blender or kettle that's worth more than having a good set of lungs and a good heart and good cardiovascular health and a strong body. Yeah, you know, I'm 54 and a half nearly. Yeah, I've been working out since I was 11, so I've got a lot of experience in exercise, from martial arts to basketball to golf, swimming, weightlifting, climbing, trekking. Yeah, and I can tell you, it's you know, put me in good stead. I've got a few knocks and bangs, rips and tears, quite a few scars on my body now, but there's a story behind every one. Okay, I'd much rather be in good shape with a few knocks and bangs because I've looked after my body and done a lot of sports and exercise than have a really glitzy, you know, glamorous Love Island or whatever those TV shows, all these women and some men that watch daytime TV, all those Kardashian shows and all those Homes Under the Hammer, all those house programs. make your home look better, make your house look better. That's nice and fluffy, but don't do that at the detriment of having a beer belly or a double chin or too much fat on your waist or a weak back, or poor cardiovascular health and bad nutrition. That's it. It's not homes under the hammer, it's body under the hammer. Look after the most important house you'll ever have, because it's the one that you'll take with you until the day you keel over. Because let's face it, your home, even if you've paid your mortgage off, is still not yours because you have to pay tax on it. You've still got to pay property tax or council tax. So even if you're mortgage free and you own a 5-bedroom detached property, you don't 100% own it. You still have to pay tax on it and fix it. But you do 100% own your own body. So own it, look after it, get after it. My name's Tristan Lowe. It's the Over 40s Fitness Podcast with Tristan Lowe. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts and LinkedIn. Like, subscribe and share. Help the channel grow. Fast approaching 90 episodes. Long may it continue. Until the next one, thanks for watching and listening.